A right delayed is a right denied. How's it going, folks? My name is Paul, IPAC instructor. I trust you are doing well. Tens of thousands of Illinoisans who are attempting to apply for concealed carry, maybe renew their concealed carry as it expires today or tomorrow. Perhaps they are at gun shops around the state trying to purchase ammunition or make a transaction. They are unable to do so because the governing body, which is the Illinois State Police, their website, ISPSB.com, is under maintenance. I've received dozens of phone calls today alone. I'm seeing a lot of chatter out there. Folks who are seriously upset with not able to make these transactions. So the website does say, due to maintenance, this portal will be inaccessible from 2 p.m. Tuesday, May 20th to 4 p.m. Wednesday, May 21st. Now, phone calls started coming in as soon as this morning at 10 a.m. where people were getting this code when they were attempting to renew their concealed carry license. My customers, people who just took my renewal class a few days ago, trying to submit it today. But you say, hey, Paul, they can do it tomorrow after 4 p.m. But what if they expire, which was one of the cases earlier, or I should say today? Folks, many are saying, hey, this is going to be beneficial to us as the website will become a bit more user-friendly and will be a more conducive interface for conducting those transactions. I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment section, as the feedback that I'm getting is nothing but aggravation on behalf of individuals. Why does Illinois need a FOID card? It's called an Act of Public Safety and has been enacted since the late 60s. How well, how safe, how good has that done the state of Illinois? Now we know it's been a cash cow for the state, but when it comes to an act of public safety, well, I digress. Concealed carry in Illinois, a person must take a 16-hour class and upon completion, submit that application to this website, of which they're going to wait. They're going to wait a very long time to get that concealed carry license. As I opened up with, a right delayed is a right denied. How about the individuals? And you know they're out there. Illinois is a big state. What do we got, like 12 million people, of which 3 million in the Chicagoland area or more? How many felt today was the day that they needed to get the tool that is necessary for them to protect themselves? They said, you know what? My gut, my intuition, my reasonable, prudent, and cautious mind said, today I'm going to go to the store and get what I need to protect me and my family the best way that I can. Denied. Or they have to wait anyway for a period of 72 hours, right? Not 3 days, but 72 hours. Folks, a right delayed is a right denied. I personally find it very concerning, although I get a lot of folks who disagree with me. And they say, hey, that 72-hour, that delay is a cooling off period. Well, these delays don't exist in every other state. And in fact, the vast majority of states, there is no delay of 72 hours or 24 hours. Sure, some states have some. I think California is proposing a 30-day waiting period. I could be wrong on that. But the fact is a right delayed is a right denied. How about having to wait for a concealed carry license in the state of Illinois? A law enforcement agency has up to 30 days to object to that person getting their license. There we go. There is another delay. What I see is habitual offenders on behalf of the legislature and the state of Illinois on your right in the state of Illinois to access the Second Amendment, on my right to gain access to the Second Amendment. By the way, complete and utter side note, Illinois is currently proposing a 6.25% tax on services. Services, folks. You think about that. Not sales tax. But if you go get a haircut, there's going to be a 6.25% tax. You get your house painted. You go to the chiropractor. You get your vehicle repaired. You go to dry cleaning services. A service. Many of you are small businesses and in the service industry. Soon, you may have to add an additional 6.25% tax on that service that you provide. What's that going to do to the consumers of Illinois when they have to pay 6.25% more for that service? Will there be a tax on concealed carry classes? On the classes that I offer, will I need to add in a 6.25% sales tax, service tax for you to take that renewal, that 3-hour renewal or that 16-hour class? Does that in and of itself potentially cause a delay? The cost factor of obtaining concealed carry, of obtaining the FOID, the weight, the cost, is that not a delay of one's right? Many of us are on a budget. I get it. So I try to make my classes affordable to make it easier for folks to do. But nonetheless, in and of itself, that is a delay. And I ask all the time, people, what took you so long? I've been operating for 11 years now. I've been operating concealed carry. What took you so long to come in? And they would say, well, I got to set aside 16 hours, or I didn't have the money for the class and the state fee. I knew that I would have to wait anyway for 40, 80, 120, 150 days to get a concealed carry application processed. I find it preposterous. I don't care for it. A right delayed is a right denied. I really like to know your thoughts in the comment section, folks. By the way, I appreciate you tuning in. I ask that you always subscribe. By the way, double check that if you've subscribed in the past that you still are. The tube is pretty good at making sure folks are unsubscribed, so please double check that. Share this video. I'll be seeing you soon. Stay safe.